works really hard to get to where he's at, so you should respect him, respect all the work he's put in.
It always goes back to the golden rule, you know, treat people how you would like to be treated.
I'm sure if you play sports, you've been around people who are unkind during the sport, but it makes it better and when everybody's kind. You're out there playing a sport, you're out there to have fun. You can still want to win, but always be kind. Remember, that's a human.
Nothing you can say from the stands is going to change the call that they make on the field. No matter how hard you yell at them, they're going to stick with the call on the field. So it doesn't really help much, but what does help is encouraging your team when they're down, when the call doesn't go their way. Instead of yelling at the officials, try to help encourage your team and get them out of the funk that they're in and try and get them in the right direction.
Sportsmanship means doing what's right, treating your opponent with respect, no matter the score.
The guy across from you works really hard to get to where he's at, so you should respect him, respect all the work he's doing.
Yeah, we And a good evening, everyone. John McDermott alongside Sean Angus out here live at the DCG Mustang Stadium at the stable tonight for Substate number 7, the semifinal round here between the Indianola Indians as they travel to Grimes to take on the number 1 seed in this Substate number 7, the DCG Mustangs. DCG comes in 11-3 on the season. The Indianola Indians 6-12. They were 3-3 in conference play. DCG, the Little Hawkeye outright conference championship with an undefeated 6-0 record in the Little Hawkeye. And these two teams met about a month back, I think, Sean, and it was a 5-0 victory for DCG. But we saw last year what a 5-0 win over a conference opponent can mean in a sub-state round. Is last year was DCG beating Newton 5-0 in a conference game, and about a week and a half later, Newton beats DCG 2-1 to move on to the state tournament.
Yeah, everything resets for the sub-state pairings, and yeah, soccer can be that way a little bit. You might have somebody's number 1 week and then turn around and a couple things don't go your way. It's a game of momentums, and that's exactly what kind of bit them last year.
And injuries can obviously play a part in that,
yeah.
And we've got a couple injuries we'll keep an eye on tonight for the Mustangs as they get the captains together along with the head coaches there at midfield, the trio of referees explaining a few of the rules, it looks like, and showing the coin. They're going to have a coin toss to determine which direction each team will go here in the first half. In terms of the weather conditions, you can't really ask for a better night of soccer.
Yeah,
I mean,
finally
you get to the weather you're looking for. Spring soccer in Iowa always has a lot of different variables, but tonight, I'd say a little bit of a breeze coming out of the southwest, but nothing that's really going to affect the game in any way, I wouldn't say. Earlier in the first game, I thought it played a little bit of a factor, probably maybe more of a 10-mile-an-hour wind, where now it's seemed to have calmed down quite a bit. But in that first game, it was the Hoover Huskies advancing. A lot of doubleheaders around the state due to the shortage of officials, and so they have the same trio of officials in this one that they had in Game 1. And it was the Hoover Huskies knocking off United 6-0. United at West Marshall and other schools combined to make a high school team, which catapults them into 3A, unfortunately for them, due to enrollments being combined. But Hoover, the number 1 team throughout most of the season in 3A, picks up a relatively easy victory. They're a really high-quality team that certainly is in the conversation for an eventual state champion in Class 3A. Their first year in 3A with the new, they've been in 3A. They create the new classification for 4A with the top 36 enrollments in the state. That allowed DCG to drop back down into that 3A rank. They would have been back into that top class for the first time, but DCG in 3A right now sitting at number 1 in the rankings, I believe. Hoover's been in that 1 position for the bulk of the season, but that late season loss brought them back down, I think, to number 2 or 3. But like we said, they're one of the, I'd say, 5, 6, 7 teams that are in the conversation for maybe the best team in the state at the end of the year, as they start announcing the starters here at DCG Stadium.
Number 13, Anson Miller.
Anson Miller being announced, number 13.
Number 15, Jacob Chickering.
Jacob Chickering.
Number 17, Jackson Sinclair.
Jackson Sinclair.
13, Aiden Keller.
Aiden Keller. I believe they already announced Eric Schmidt. Oh, there is Eric Schmidt, senior midfielder. He's going to play at Simpson next year.
Number 22,
I think Schmidt overall probably their most talented player, senior, wearing the captain armband. Ethan Kane, and the goalkeeper. Noah Kilberg. So now for the DCG starters, and we know most of them. They'll start off with Jaden Mendias. What a season he's had in goal as a sophomore goalkeeper, first-year starter, replacing Zach Sigler from a year ago.
Yeah, he's had a very nice season.
Mendias announced. AJ Angus will get the start in the midfield area. Colin Modernock, the freshman, who really from the start of the season has been excellent for Coach Lane and the staff.
Every game getting better and better. Yeah, a couple really nice underclassmen there.
Connor May announced. Brogan Fuller, They're playing the outside of the midfield. Ben Jackson, the leading goal scorer for the Mustangs. Owen Hope, the senior midfielder, gets a start tonight. Chase Bankendorf, one of the talented center backs on that back line for DCG. Jack Every announced. Canton Notterman's been inserted into the starting lineup. Really, after that Eddie Pine injury at the ADM game,
Yeah.
Notterman's been a starter ever since at that left back spot. And he's really held it down.
I think that back line's been kind of unsung heroes.
Yeah, absolutely. Notterman's had a great season. Nathan Scholl, the final starter, announced he's in him and Bankendorf, the center back tandem.
They're just a very organized bunch, really solid back there.
Well, to me, the biggest question as they're going to read this sportsmanship. We've already had the anthem, so they'll read the sportsmanship announcement, and these teams will get underway. But the big question to me is the philosophy early for Indianola. Are they going to park the bus, drop 7, 8 kind of into that back third and just make DCG really work for that first goal? Or are they going to play, aggressive, more forward soccer? And I think the prior is probably going to be the case.
Sure.
Let's keep this a 1-0, 2-1 type of game. And maybe we get a counter and get on top early. But I think the focus for Indianola with guys like Ben Jackson and A.J. Angus and, some of the Kabamba when he comes off the bench for DCG, let's stay in front of those guys. Let's keep that back line they're not going to be playing a high line or anything like that, I don't think.
Yeah, I think we might see them content with letting us possess the ball and work hard from that. But we'll see here.
Getting ready to get underway. It looks like Dax Klatt, the junior forward, will get started here for Indianola.
First game, we are ready to play ball.
And we're underway on a long ball played down, and that's going to be Mendias to handle it for the first time tonight for DCG. And we're underway. Sub-state number 7. This is semifinal action. Winner will move on to play the winner of the Lewis Central North Polk game that's taking place right now. I know Norwalk has already advanced. I heard that they were a winner tonight over Mount Vernon, I believe. And DCG turns it over into midfield. So now they'll work it back to that back line for Indianola. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here a little bit. May chests it down and plays it up top. Fuller will come on to apply a little pressure. Nice pass to Burke in the midfield. And poked away by Owen Hope. Hope gets another foot on it. Nice hustle by Owen Hope. Now it's Fuller, and he's going to be fouled from behind. And I think that's going to be Jacob Chickering picking up the foul. Chickering playing kind of that holding midfield spot.
Much like what we saw last week, he's probably going to keep a really close eye on Ben Jackson as he gets down in there.
And ball sent in. Top of the 18, headed out of there by Indianola. And now a little counter as Schmidt plays it to the outside, switches fields.
Nice little touch by the Indianola player there.
And Schmidt's going to drop it back to his left back. And the ball finds the foot of Cole Burke right at midfield. And now the through ball coming. Mendias coming on, left his line. Now Notterman's going to play it out with the left foot, and I believe the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in. I thought maybe that was a goal kick, but they kept it in down near the corner. So Indianola will have a throw deep in their own end.
Looks like Owen's limping a little bit out there.
Well, and he's starting for the injured McDermott. So
definitely keep an eye on that. We've got another midfielder warming up, it looks like, already over there. So
that's the freshman, Almin.
And,
I always struggle with the Almin's last name, Islamovich.
They've already, looks like Every and Owen switched some things up a little bit because, yeah, those last two passes to Indianola in the middle, there was nobody within 10 yards of their center mid to receive the ball.
Well, it looks like Hope's starting to move around a little bit better. Maybe just had to kind of work it out. Angus has it on his foot, plays it back for May. Now Connor back for Angus. Angus will drop it for Chase. Chase is going to play it over here for Notterman on the near side. Now back to Scholl. Well, Indianola has more players forward than I anticipated.
That's a little bit. That's just a little easy pressure, but they're definitely committed.
There's a ball sent in and headed away. Scholl off the side of his foot. And this ball sent to the far sideline, but it's going to be a DCG throw. And I think we're going to have our first sub, and you're right, Hope's going to come off.
Yeah,
he's limping. It looked like he started to move a little better, but there you see when he's coming off, there's a limp.
Let's hope he can kind of work that out because he's had a nice couple weeks.
He's had a nice end to the senior season.
Most definitely.
So Scholl with it on the back line over to Benkendorf. So DCG with 2 freshmen out there right now and a sophomore goalkeeper. Here's a ball sent in for Angus. Angus is there.
That might be trouble.
Ooh, wow. Angus was right there with the keeper at the top of the 18.
That's one of those ones you get one little touch off to the side, and that might find the back of the net.
Dangerous ball sent in by Scholl. Little throw in now and cleared out by Indianola. It'll be a throw down near the corner. Angus. And we had a whistle. I'm not sure. I think they said Angus was not close enough to the spot the ball went out, so they'll re-throw. Angus now looking into the penalty area for the throw. Tries to find Jackson, but
good defense by Indianola right there.
Yeah.
Good step by Jack.
Poked away by Every. He'll switch it over here to Scholl.
You'll say that 10 times a night.
Yeah. There's a ball for Jackson. Jackson plays it back for Notterman. Now Fuller with it. Fuller comes through, had it poked away. Chested down by Every. Every tries to kind of lob it in for Angus. Now it's Schmidt on the run. Schmidt lost possession. Modernock pokes it out of bounds. It'll be a throw, and it's going to be DCG ball. So 5 minutes in, both teams have had pretty equal possession here. Every makes the turn.
Good.
Tries to send it wide. Modernock
Colin
had some
on a run.
space.
Yeah.
Good deflection there by Indianola. Schmidt plays it to the outside. Modernock applies pressure, so they drop it back. And this ball sent forward. Scholl with a nice first touch. Finds Islamovic. Now Notterman tries to look down line for Jackson. He and Ben not on the same page there, so an Indianola throw-in. Chested down by DCG, and Fuller's pass just not heavy enough there. May has a touch near midfield. Now May finds Angus. Angus tries to switch it over for Modernock. Now Fuller with it, has it on his foot in a dangerous spot. He decides to shoot from distance off the back of an Indianola defender. Schmidt with it, up ahead. Klatt. Now they'll kind of just be patient with it.
We look a little rusty out there. It's been what, since the last game? It's been what, a solid week since we've been on the field.
Jackson, nice touch there by Fuller. Gets it back for Ben. Ben 1v1. Now here comes support from the Indianola defender, so Jackson drops it back for Notterman. Gets it right back. Jackson for Notterman. Now it's Almin. Islamovic with it on his foot. Back to Notterman. Notterman finds Scholl. Scholl's going to cut it back and now drives it forward a bit. Scholl's pass knocked out of bounds by Indianola, so Notterman will come in and make the throw. No real opportunities for either team here. Almost 8 minutes in. May has it on the far side of the field. Ball sent in and headed kind of straight up in the air, and Angus pushed from behind, so a foul about 30 yards out from the goal. And let's see who's going to take it. It's probably either going to be Angus or May. Both strong right foots that could pretty easily put one on frame from that distance.
That's about the spot where May put one maybe a little bit farther out, but he had a bullet there against Newton. I think this one they might just chip it in.
Ooh, Fuller with a dangerous, just wide of the far post there for the left-footed Brogan Fuller. Fuller's one of those players that probably prefers the left foot but shoots a basketball with his right hand, so I'm not sure what he is. Ambidextrous, I guess?
I suppose something along that lines.
And we're going to have a foul, and that's going to be on number 19, Eric Schmidt.
Free kick for the Mustangs.
He's definitely been pretty active in the middle.
Schmidt?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
he's
I said,
he's a good little player.
He's their most active player, future collegiate soccer player at Simpson College. From the sounds of things, talked to his dad at Indianola in the last game. There's Modernach creating some opportunity, and ball poked down. It's going to be the first corner kick here for the Mustangs. Fuller usually takes it on that side of the field with the left foot, and he'll place it down here as DCG gets forward. Scholes had a header goal off a corner in the last couple of games. Let's see if he can get on the end of another one.
Another good ball.
That one sent a little deep, but Modernach's going to run it down. Modernach sends it back in and over to Fuller.
He might get a shot.
Fuller drops it back. Plenty of space for Connor May. May tries to send it in, but plays it off the back of Schmidt. And May's going to calmly play it over for Benkendorf out near midfield. That allows Indianola to kind of reset, but Modernach finds a little opening.
He might test him again.
Modernach trying to get by the defender, plays it in with the left foot. Well defended, and there's Islamovic. And he's going to drop it back for May. May back for Almin, and Almin, yeah, I thought that was a foul.
Yeah, he came in pretty hard through the back.
So Schmidt with his second foul in the last couple of minutes, but not a real egregious one, either one of them, but just enough to kind of stop play and
most definitely
prevent an opportunity for DCG. Connor May to send it in on the free kick. And the ball headed up in the air. Scholl gets his head on it.
Dangerous spot. Nice job by the DCG boys to keep that ball in the middle there.
Cleared out, and Fuller finds it now out close to that 18-yard area.
Ooh, good defense by.
Over to Modernach. Modernach sends it through to Jackson. Good first touch. Angus takes a shot. Angus off the post. And Fuller tried to follow, but out of bounds. I think the keeper
got a hand on it.
Kilberg got a hand on it, just enough to send it off the post. Otherwise, likely goal there for DCG. Here's Every. Plenty of space on the far side for May. Now May sends it to Modernach. DCG building up again on that far side. Modernach splits the defenders. Left-footed touch in. Angus tried to leave it for Fuller. And now it's going to be Klatt running it down, and May's going to get his foot on it first. Noderman gets a touch.
Good recovery there, though.
Now the ball sent forward for Scholl's going to step in front. Scholl's going to have it. Now Fuller. Here's Almin Islamovic. Looking for someone. Keeps it on his foot. Oh, nice little fancy footwork out of Almin, the freshman. Now it's Noderman. Has it deflected out of bounds. It'll be a throw for Noderman and DCG. Quick throw in, Angus. Good first touch. Pops a little soft ball down near the corner for Fuller. Fuller sends it
in the middle
through the box. Ooh. And now May's going to have it. Just a little bit of space.
Just a little bit late on some of these.
And May's going to send it through the uprights. So Indianola spending a lot of time in their back third here the last 7-8 minutes, but just a shot off the post to show for it for DCG.
Yeah.
Well, here's the free kick taken right out near midfield. Modernach tried to head it forward. And Fuller trying to run onto it on the near side, gets it on that left foot. Now it's Jackson. Jackson couldn't quite get by the defender. And Modernach pokes it away and back into possession for DCG. May tries to find Jackson, and just a little strong. Good idea, as he was kind of 1v1 with the center back. Back there defending, that was number 18, Aiden Keller, the sophomore. So it'll be another goal kick here for the Indians. kind of pinballs around.
There we
There's
go.
All Mean. They're going to play the advantage here. He took a little foul, but now down that left side for Fuller.
Now we're getting some boys into the box now.
Fuller sends it in with the left foot. Angus tried to flick it on to the far post, but
He's caught too much of it.
yep. So another goal kick, but right now if you're a DCG fan, you'll
live with this a
you're
little
liking
bit.
the action. There's
Yeah.
a lot of balls in that penalty area. This time they'll play it out of the back.
The old adage, good things happen when that ball's in front of the net, so let's keep doing it. One of those things are going to get in.
Modernock steps to it, gets a foot on it. Now it's going to be played back. Oh, there's a dangerous ball, and Fuller
There we go. Ooh,
tried to find a one-touch pass for Jackson. Here's Notterman with it. Nice little turn there by All Mean. Angus looks over for Notterman. Can Notterman keep it in? Not quite. So they try a quick throw here for Indianola, but Burke's going to send it down line, but out of bounds. It'll be right back to DCG. Here's the throw for Every. He's got a little space in the middle there. Nice little touch to the outside for Connor May. And Modernock with it on his right foot. Modernock into the middle. Finds Every. Every. Oh, beautiful little flick on there. And Modernock had just stopped the run a little bit, but great idea by Jack Every.
Nice idea.
Starting to find some openings.
Those will connect. Those will connect. Those will connect.
There's a kind of an errant goal kick there. Angus gets to it first. Every will play it back for May. May's got to hustle to keep it in, does so. Now they'll switch it back over to Scholl. Left of center, but near midfield. Trying to find Angus. He's running hard to it near the corner, but can't get there. You don't want those to have top spin. You want those to.
Those need to check up a
need
little
to hit
bit.
the sand wedge there, not the 4-iron. So a deep throw here for Indianola. 15 minutes into this one. Indianola playing it out of the back here. Notterman comes up to get ahead on that one, but now a little counter comes from DCG. It's 3v4 the other way. DCG's got midfielders dropping back in. Across midfield for Indianola, but there's May to disrupt things. Burke has it.
Good
Now,
step by.
All Mean using the body well.
Very
and
nice.
Foul from behind by Burke.
Good step.
Yeah, heady play by the freshman, Almin Islamovic, and a quick play here by DCG.
I think Almin's going to get a lot of playing time today, and so he's definitely going to.
You feel bad for
Discipline.
Owen Hope. I mean,
he's down at the end of the bench next to Tate, so it doesn't.
Senior subbing in and getting the start here in the sub-state semifinal, and then gets hurt in the first 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, based on he's just sitting back there, so I think he might be.
When he's got a shoe off with ice on his ankle, it looks like. Have to get the binoculars out to see the placement of the ice bag, but either way, not good.
No.
DCG playing with possession here. Trying to find an opening through this Indianola defense that seems pretty content to play this style. Angus coming hard, applies the pressure, so they have to clear it out of there.
That ball wasn't getting to the box, and that goalie wasn't coming out. So
no, I mean, that was kind of a dangerous play, a little lack of communication between center back and keeper there.
But he wisely got it out of there.
Every kept in by May. Now Modernock right there to pressure. Modernock
nice.
wins the ball. Here comes Modernock across the post.
Great ball.
Fuller misses the chip, but a follow-up by Angus for the goal.
We're gonna see they're checking onside. They're checking onside.
Yeah, they gave it to him. Now the question was, is that an unselfish pass by Fuller or a missed goal?
I think if I'm him,
regardless,
moving forward,
he gets the assist, right? I mean,
I'm saying that's an assist the whole way. I'm sure it's a chip shot he'd like to have back, but he's fine with it getting over to.
We'll
to
talk
Angus.
to Brogan afterwards. I think him and Canton Notterman are having the same conversation. Was that a shot, Brogan, or was that a pass?
Either way, gets a point on the board, and let's see if we can just keep pressuring.
Yeah, DCG draws first blood here, 1-0. Jackson comes up to take a touch in midfield. Now here's Almin with it. Plays it outside. Every hustles to get there. Every now drives it back into the middle. Sends it to the center back.
Fine.
Nathan Scholl. Scholl looking for a runner. He likes to play that long ball from the center back spot.
They're just second week in a row now where they got 2 guys tracking Ben.
Here's Every using the space. Every drives
Good
it
ball.
forward, finds Fuller. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Here's a little touch now. The sent into the box, left-footed.
Oh,
And well defended by Cole Burke there. Looked like Every was going to have a
he
shot
was-
at the top of the box.
he was winding up, and then he looked down, and Cole had just taken it away from him.
Angus got a foot on it, but Indianola wins possession back. AJ's had a real nice first 15 minutes. Here's Angus again, distance, and a little short hop. Spilled a little bit by the keeper, but nobody near him, so he's able to gather it in. Indianola trying to work it out of the back here. Plays a ball up front, and that back line at DCG really squeezing things down. And now here's Angus again applying pressure, able to get around. And is it going to be a goal kick? Yes. Good shield there by the center back.
Most definitely.
Boy, Angus has been a handful here early. And we had a whistle. I thought maybe a sub, but I think they're just going to change balls. So it'll be
And you know, really, like you said, they're really dropping back, and when they're clearing that ball, it's allowing I'm glad to see our back line pinching forward too.
Now here's a ball sent in to the offensive zone for Indianola. Benkendorf just calmly takes possession, plays it back for Mendias, the keeper. Now Chase sends it up near midfield, chested down though to the foot of Schmidt. Good opportunity there for Indianola, but they give it away.
I'd like to see us build out of the back here, but
there's a ball sent in for Fuller. Almin plays a nice little looper down near the far side, and Fuller's giving chase. And it's going to be cleared out of there by Chickering. So another deep throw here for the Mustangs. Fuller has it. Fuller still looking for someone. It's to Jackson. Jackson has it on his foot. Jackson cuts it back. Jackson's still with it and just goes to ground.
Just got away from him a little bit, but he's trying to. As soon as he touches that ball, he has at minimum 2 guys closing on him.
Schmidt gives it back for Angus. Angus tries to loop it up, chip it up over the back line, looking for Jackson. Now Notterman will head it back to the midfield. Ball sent in or to the far side by Angus. Modernock gets there, and it's going to be a DCG throw.
Ooh. Wow. Which way are we going with this?
Well, I think he just motioned that there's a sub,
okay.
Not a. So DCG will have a throw in, and Kabamba comes on. AJ Angus gets a break, and I think he'll be on the bench for a pretty short period of time.
All right, let's see. I think Kabamba.
Oh, there was a potential penalty there.
For
Kabamba
sure.
got knocked to the ground in the
Tackled
box.
in the box, exactly.
Wasn't on the ball, but still what looked like a foul, and now they're going to get Kabamba for a foul.
Free kick coming up for the Indians.
I thought that first play could have been
taken out of the bat.
So it'll be a free kick for Indianola just outside the penalty area. And that's a foul, but looked to me like more of a.
Free kick for the Indians.
Indianola baited.
Yeah, I
bit,
didn't see
yeah.
much of a foul. And they
then-
play the ball off of Jackson, but he had his back to the play. It
Yeah, he wasn't
anything-
even.
Oh,
Ooh.
he tried to thread it through to Kabamba.
I
That's
think
got to be a
that's
hand.
I was going to say he caught the ball.
Wow. I don't know how you
So,
missed that.
There's a bit of a
Been a couple.
questionable.
Yeah. Benkendorf takes a touch. Over to Notterman.
Oh, like get it, Chase. There we go. Overlap. Let's go. Let's find some feet.
Through to trying to find Fuller. And it's going to be sent. And kept in, it looks like. They keep playing. DCG thought the ball was out. So Notterman will come over to make the throw. 18 and change left here in the first half. DCG with a goal from AJ Angus. They lead at 1-0. And this one's sent down, and it's going to kind of trickle out of bounds and be a goal kick for DCG. Well, most of the possession has been at the foot of DCG this first 22 minutes and change.
As we know, though, it just takes one counter. So
here's May with it. Back for his center back, Chase Bankendorf. Now it's Scholl. Scholl's going to send it forward in the direction of Jackson.
good step by
Amin with
very
a
nice.
little bit of space.
Saw that ball go in there and just really attacked and got it.
Now it's Scholl. Scholl finds Islamovic. He makes the turn down the near side. Oh, plays
nice
it.
ball.
Tried to play it in for Kabamba. Just a little soft on the pass. Every does a nice job. Every
Nice.
pushes it forward into space. Now finds Modernock. Colin Meggs, the defender, and tries to go to goal. Well, that was a great play by Modernock, but loses possession. There's Every again winning it back. Oh, look at Jack.
Nice tackle.
Oh, no.
Oh, whoa.
That'll be a
That
free
was
kick for Indianola.
That looked like a good tackle to me.
that was a real good tackle.
Jack was the only player to have the ball there. So a foul given to Jack Every. Free kick coming for Indianola. Again, the winner of this one takes on the winner of the Lewis Central and North Polk game. Bankendorf chests it down. Bankendorf going to send it back near midfield. Kabamba wasn't able to win it at midfield. Now all the way back to the keeper, Kilberg. He'll send it out. Jackson gets it on his foot. Ben Jackson.
Oh, I think he was eyeing a shot.
Yeah, he was trying to get by the defender, but here's Modernock. Pokes
Oh,
it through.
great ball.
Jackson coming, but right
Good
idea.
Great idea.
Here's Schmidt. He heads it down, but Every there again. He's won a ton of balls here in the last 5
Yes,
minutes.
he has.
Modernock tries to send it down line. It was poked out of bounds, so it'll be a DCG throw and substitution coming for DCG. And
John Jackson going to get a rest. I think we're probably going to see a big rotation of those midfielders when we're this shorthanded.
yep, Jack Every heads to the bench, and back on is A.J. Angus, who scored the only goal of the game so far. Kabamba has it on his foot. Now it's Modernock, sends it in. Dangerous spot there. And here comes Notterman. Oh, really nice
That was a nice slide tackle by the Indianola player, yes, definitely. But Scholl right on it.
Yeah, gives it away, though, to the center midfielder, Cole Burke. And now it's Schmidt the other way. Schmidt's going to slow things down. He'll play it forward. Kind of an errant touch there by Indianola. But Schmidt's going to keep it in the midfield. And back to the back line for Indianola. Indianola will switch fields. Notterman going to win possession. Notterman has it deflected out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in for Canton Notterman and the DCG Mustangs.
Throw in for the Mustangs.
Well, 25 minutes in here, DCG leads at 1-0. Scholl, another long one up towards Jackson, and that's going to be a foul on Chickering.
Free kick for the Mustangs.
Jackson was kind of leaning on him, but Chickering had both hands on the back. So
Yeah.
now Angus gets set to take the free kick. He's got a lot of room over there with Connor May. I think that's the play here.
I think that's what he went for.
And he sends it over in the air. May takes a good first touch to control it. Now May looks in the direction of Kabamba, and he's not able to win it.
Almost like to see one more pass before we try to thread those needles. Those are tough passes to get in there, and especially you have Colin over there on the wing, just maybe 10 yards up. It's been having his way.
Here's Whistler with it. Cuts it back now. Whistler looks to switch it over for Fuller. Headed back into the middle of the field. Schmidt wins it, but there's
Nice
Islamovic. Angus plays it back. They'll reset with Bankendorf.
Now let's make a few connections here.
And there's a ball sent over to May, who's kind of snuck up that side. Now he drives it into space. May plays it off for
Here we go.
Modernock, but just past him. I like the idea, though.
On the far side.
A couple more substitutions coming here for DCG and the first for Indianola. Looks like, as I get the binoculars out here, it's going to be Bruck and Kessler. And for Indianola, it's going to be Sickles coming on.
Ooh.
Here's Angus winning one in the midfield. Angus tackled. Now it's Schmidt coming out with it. And the ball played back. Now sent forward. Noterman there to defend on the near side. And it's going to be a handball.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's going to be a foul.
Be a free kick for the Mustangs.
So they called a foul there that led to the handball, but DCG with possession. I just play Noterman here, or Almeen just slide back into that open space. Instead, they go long.
I just the way we've been dominating possession and just kind of keep pinching these guys, I'm not for sure why we're trying these 30-yard.
Checking in for the first time this season.
Yeah, I don't know.
Number 12, Mason Sickles.
So Zach Bruck and Nick Kessler come on. Fuller and Modernock will get a break. Both outside midfielders. And we mentioned too, Mason Sickles, the junior, checks in for the Indianola Indians. DCG leads at 1-0 as we near the 10-minute mark of the first half. And the ball through the midfield. Scholl steps to it, and we're going to have a foul. Chickering was fouled on his way through the center midfield area. So a free kick here right at midfield for the Indians. And they'll play fast to the foot of Cole Burke. Burke drives it forward, deflected. Nice job by Almeen, and now it's Bruck with some space. Bruck plays a nice ball for
we got
Wesley.
Wesley's
got
Jackson.
On the far side.
Nice ball to Jackson.
He sees him. Jackson to finish. No, nice block save there. And a left-footed shot is wide of the net for Kessler.
Beautiful sequence there, though, for the boys.
Kilberg with another goal-saving save. He's had 2 of them here in the first half.
That was a beautiful ball from Wesley. He saw Jackson. He's like, how do I get there? He did a little outside curve, and nice save by the Indianola keeper there, though, to keep this game from 2-0.
Jackson chests it down, plays it over for Bruck. Bruck to the outside for Kabamba. Kabamba takes a good first touch, sends it into the middle, but nobody home, and DCG will regain possession out near midfield. Bankendorf over to May. May slides up through. May will play it back for Kessler. So now you've got your right back forward, and DCG gives it away. This is a dangerous spot here, and
see, I got a runner.
Schmidt tries to cross it over to the runner. Noterman calmly touches it over for
nice job by
Bruck.
Canton there.
Now it's Bruck. Takes a sweet touch to the outside to beat the defender, but can't connect with Kabamba. Angus wins it back. He's dispossessed, and now it's Schmidt with it. And the ball to Burke in the middle. Angus right there with him. Noterman's going to run this one down. And Noterman's touch
just a
little bit heavy and out of bounds.
A little unlucky.
Thought he could have played Mendias, the keeper, with the pressure coming from his backside. Burke will chest this one down. Burke's pass sent in, but given away by Indianola. Angus with a turn. He's got a little space. Now Angus looks to play long for Kabamba. Beautiful ball into space for Wesley. Wesley's going to run onto it. He's 1v1 with the right back. And it's touched out of bounds. It'll be a corner for DCG. Angus will come over to take the corner. And who we got? Jack Every coming back on, and Almeen Islamovic will take a seat. He's been called into emergency duty after
and played very well so far. So, but yeah, I think, like you said, with Owen out, and then and Tate looks like he's not going to see it today. We're going to see a steady rotation of that midfield for sure.
Angus looking towards the far post. Kessler's going to run it down near the flag. And Kessler still dribbling it. Finds Every. Every knocked to the ground, no foul given, and here comes a counter the other way. That ball's heading towards the sideline, and May will let it trickle out of bounds, then throws in quickly for, I thought Kessler, but it went over his head. And a long kick out of bounds, another clearance by Indianola. So 7:45 clock running here, and it looks like Jackson gets a break. Braden Roberts will come on. Roberts tries to head it forward, but out of bounds on his first touch, so it'll be a throw in for Indianola, as Indianola will now sub on.
Also checking in for the Indians, number 21.
I think that's Aiden Stratford, or Aiden Stafford, apologize on the name there. Here's Kabamba. Wesley tries to make the turn, but dispossessed by Schmidt and a foul given. Wesley's second foul since coming on.
Be a free kick for the Indians.
And I think that was just pointed out to him, too, that he's got a couple, so.
So Indianola with the free kick, ball literally sitting just off the midfield stripe. Here's a ball sent in. Bruck there to get the first touch, but Burke has it. Oh, a nice turn, but poked away, but Schmidt has it in the middle of the field. Now it's Burke. Burke sends it through, and Mendias bobbles it, and whew, that was dangerous. A little spill there by Mendias, but he's able to get his legs around the ball.
Yeah, way to stay with it. But yeah, that was on a 1-0 game. That's a little too close for comfort when they haven't had the ball down there much this half.
There's Bruck, but ball given away again by DCG. The momentum seemed to have swung here a bit, and now you've got Norwalk moving forward, or Indianola. Here's Stafford with it.
They're definitely playing on the front foot right now.
There's a shot on goal, and this one cleared away, but right now, and that's going to be a foul, and that's Schmidt's third foul of the first half, and that was an airborne player being taken out, and a timeout called. They'll stop the clock, but Wesley back to his feet. I'm pretty sure he's fine.
Yeah. I think it's just one of those unfortunates. I think Wesley came in from the side a little bit, and I think it's one of those ones where you have to give it to the DCG side.
Did they give him a yellow? It looks like they're sending Schmidt off with a yellow.
Would that be something because of the number of fouls that he's had?
I don't think that's a rule. I think it's got to be a yellow to be sent off.
Checking back in for the Indians, number 11.
No, he's going to talk to the trainer. He might have a bloody lip or a bloody nose, it looks like.
That could be then.
Okay,
yeah,
that makes more sense, because I didn't see a card given, and it didn't look like a yellow.
Most definitely.
Only maybe because it was his third of the first half.
It looks like Wesley came off as well, so maybe they're both going to get checked out a little bit.
Well, I think it was maybe a head-to-head thing.
Gotcha.
So maybe just a quick check of the concussion, protocol type thing. I doubt they're both bleeding from that, but you never know. Here's Jackson trying to find space. Jackson takes the first touch.
Let's see, go right back to him.
Gives it
to
Bruck.
Back to him.
Bruck trying to find an opening. Now it's Every. Every will swing it out wide for Connor May. May's had a lot of space over there. Let's see if he can send one in, and this one just straight to the keeper. Nobody home. That long ball in has been pretty unsuccessful for DCG.
Yeah, they're definitely just the forwards aren't on the same page as what the back line is on those.
It's been successful when they've played it kind of wide to the corner, but when they're playing it to the middle, it's just into congestion, and Benkendorf sends it out wide. Bruck able to get there. Bruck has it on his foot.
Go.
Now back for Noderman.
There we go.
Noderman
Good find.
Nice pass to Every. Every will send it to Benkendorf.
And now we're moving forward.
Here's Every with it. Every tries to find Jackson, but again, they're trying to skip a level, and it's just not being successful.
And we're selling ourselves short. Our boys have got too good of foot skills and too good of a soccer awareness where they can't. They should be able to connect those passes.
Noderman does a good job to win that back. Ball sent in for Roberts. Well defended. They've got 5-6 guys dropping back on that back line basically. As Jackson nearly got a touch.
Yeah.
This one played in, and I think Jackson is onside.
He's on. Oh, they called him. They called him off.
It was close. I didn't see the flag originally, so I thought they had him onside.
Good idea there. But yeah, it feels like we're having our success. on the side.
Absolutely.
Get down, and then that causes the defense to have to shift, and then we bash it into the middle in front of the box. There'll be some backside lanes opening up, but just to go directly into it, we haven't had a lot of success with that yet.
Kessler sends it back to his center back, Scholl. Scholl over to Benkendorf. Now it's Roberts. Roberts loses possession. Back to Every in the middle. Every to his center back, Scholl. Scholl's going to play one long, but again, not a successful pass connection, but it was knocked out of bounds, and DCG will have to throw. Quick throw in for Angus. Bruck takes a touch. Back for Notterman. Now Scholl. And they're starting to work up a little bit.
There's only about 3 minutes left in the half, so they're probably going to extend their press a little bit here.
Mendias plays it out to Bruck. Bruck flicks it on and cleared out there by Indianola. So Notterman will take the throw. Throws it in for Every. A lot of space in the middle. Now May with it. May looks to drive it back towards the middle. May showing off that speed. Now May with the left foot right to the center back. Our connection on passes has been pretty rough here the last 12, 15 minutes. Jackson back to goal. Has to take a touch away. Now finds Notterman. Notterman gives it to Jackson. Jackson finds Every. They'll switch fields for May. Jackson kind of working through the middle of the field. They're marking him all the way through the middle. The leading goal scorer for DCG.
So now drive here a little bit. Now we go. Now find one of those lanes.
Oh, there's a good pass.
Better idea, though.
That's going to roll out for a goal kick. The weight of our passes the last 15, 20 minutes has been heavy the entire half. Here's the long ball on the free kick towards midfield. Nice job by Every to get a first touch on it. Every gets it back after Angus won it. Now May sends it on the ground into the middle, but DCG just kind of continuing to give the ball away here. It's creating some opportunities for him.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where those might sneak up and bite you.
Schmidt tries to switch field. Notterman there to break it up, though. Play on there. It's not a foul. Little back heel clip there, but it didn't really affect anything.
No, they still had possession, but it works to our favor, honestly, with only a minute left.
So less than a minute to go. A free kick taken. This is going to be sent into the penalty area. Benkendorf gets high to deflect. And it's Notterman
Canton cleaning that up.
Knocking it
Nicely
away.
done.
Angus has it. Angus looks to make a turn. Now finds Notterman, who's gotten forward.
Keep that run going.
Oh, nice touch by Notterman. And the ball is knocked away. It'll stay with DCG. Like to see Canton getting forward into that offensive area.
Yeah.
Jackson takes the touch, back for Notterman. Over to Bruck. Bruck sent to ground. Ball sent away.
He had Canton right there, too. I just wish they got that ball to him.
Countdown begins, the final 10 seconds here.
2, 1.
And that'll be the end of the half. So semifinal sub-state number 7. And the DCG Mustangs and AJ Angus draw first blood. They lead it 1-0. We have a 10-minute halftime break. We'll come back with a couple minutes before the start of the second half here and kind of reset the scene. But right now at the half, DCG 1, the Indianola Indians 0. We'll be right back.
we've got a phenomenal staff, and they're very committed to not just our 360 some schools, but the 70,000 male athletes that we provide programs for. That's what we try to keep in focus as much as possible, and that keeps us going. That's the fuel that kind of makes that train run.
Been with the Athletic Association 22 years, currently one of the assistant directors under Mr. Keating, and serve in the capacity working with our student outreach services, and also am the bowling administrator, former golf administrator, and then work with our corporate sponsors and advertisers with regard to association publications, website.
So currently I'm the administrator for football, swimming, and track and field. As part of that, it's helping schools and officials with rules interpretations, organizing the state events at our different venues, communicating with officials, hiring officials, and assigning officials for the postseason competition.
I'm the director of officials, and then I'm also the sport administrator for wrestling and golf.
I help manage all the officials in the state of Iowa, make sure they're fully registered and have all their stuff completed prior to the season's beginning and the postseason.
Right now I oversee I administer sports of basketball and soccer.
So assistant director here at the State Association. I'm a sports administrator for cross country, tennis, and baseball. I do our student advisory group, and I'm one of the 3 directors that helps with eligibility.
I am an administrative assistant here at the Iowa High School Athletic Association. I help out with the enrollment and beds and participation survey and the co-op sharing agreements for schools.
My position's evolved because our communication method has switched completely online from a print or driven organization that had its own print shop to now ADs online, supers online, fans online, parents online, students online. Everybody wants to see everything, so our website became our priority. Social media exploded because it had to. We've had to digitize our operations, and so as communications director, that means coming up with a lot of new things and new ways to do things.
Internal employee type things, benefits, payrolls, things like that. I do the internal financial statements.
I assist in the accounting department, so I assist Jess as the director of finance. So I deal with all our accounts receivables and our accounts payables, and I am also assisting her with the online ticketing program, Hometown Ticketing.
I specialize kind of in the student leadership realm and help Chad with some of his workshops and registration behind the scenes. I line up meals at tournaments, hotel rooms, that kind of thing for our board. I'm just kind of the one that learns a little bit of everything and helps wherever I can.
I do all the design work, and then of course print the programs and anything else that needs printed.
I think my primary roles are vision. Where do we want to go? What do we want to be to our schools and our young people? Also, be the public face of the Athletic Association, be the connection between this office and the general public.
I think people often have a misconception of how many people are in this building. I mean, even people in Boone don't understand, no, there's only 14 of us.
When you're a staff of our size, we've got to work together. You can't be in a silo, just kind of hunker down on your part of this. We've got to bounce things off of each other. We have to collaborate. We've got to share ideas, and we've got to jump in and help where we're needed. We've got a leadership meeting every week, and we make sure we go through everything and anything that we should be discussing and trying to figure out how are we going to do this. We have a lot of fun doing what we're doing. Why wouldn't we? We're around sports all day.
For me, it's important because I feel like I'm helping a child. I have a child with high anxiety, and this makes a difference to a child like her. And so it's really cool to be a part of that.
But when the other states look at us and see the programs that we run, see how we run them, I think they say, Iowa does it pretty well.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? The parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Iowa needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day, interscholastic sports in Iowa. This message presented by the IHSAA and the Iowa High School Athletic Directors Association.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day, interscholastic sports in Iowa. This message presented by the IHSAA and the Iowa High School Athletic Directors Association.
Why are
Welcome back here to DCG Stadium. John McDermott alongside Sean Angus. About a minute away from the start of the second half here, Sean. And DCG leads at 1-0 at the half. Couple of injuries to affect things a little bit for DCG. Tate McDermott not in the starting lineup tonight. Got some back issues he's trying to work through. And in his replacement, about 5 minutes in with an ankle injury, it looked like Owen Hope had to go off, and it looks like Almin Islamovic will get the start here in the second half in that kind of holding midfield spot. So
Almin's played very well coming in and taking that spot.
Yeah, you know, he's one of those. He's a freshman, but he's a big-bodied freshman. Yeah. He's played a lot of club soccer at a high level.
Definitely understands what he needs to do in that position.
A kid that's not intimidated by a sub-state semifinal as a freshman. He's come right in and filled in admirably here in the first half. And I believe it'll be DCG ball to start as Angus will kind of kick it off here. Modernock, Angus, Jackson, Fuller, Islamovic, Every, Scholl, Benkendorf, Connor May, and Canton Otterman, along with goalkeeper Jaden Mendias, the starters here in the second half for DCG. 40 minutes on the clock. The center ref checking with ARs and keepers to make sure everybody's ready here. And we're just about set to get underway. Some 3A scores rolling in here. A couple of games already in the books. There's a ball played down the side for Modernock, and he takes a good first touch, and it's going to be a DCG throw. It's just one of the things you can always count on with Colin is that first touch is always money.
Yes. Yeah, he controls the ball extremely well.
May to throw it in. Every chests it down and sends it back over to May. Now May over to Notterman. Notterman able to handle it. Tries to send it wide for Fuller. Fuller's going to get there and chests it down to keep it in. And I think just went out of bounds, so it's going to be a throw for Indianola.
Good idea, though.
Checking back in for the Indians, number 19.
A quick substitution there as Eric Schmidt comes back in. Didn't start the second half. Maybe a last-minute restroom run. Not sure. Eric Schmidt, the captain, didn't start the second half, but 30 seconds in, is back out there. Ball cleared out there by Scholl with his head to the middle of the field, and now it's on the foot of Jackson. Jackson looking for space. Not a lot of movement around Jackson, though. A lot of guys standing and watching him, and foul given as Jackson knocks down Cole Burke, a former teammate at the club level. Jackson helps him up. And we play on a long free kick sent into the offensive half for Indianola. Every able to poke it away. And Every hits the deck. He's slow to get up. And there's a through ball broken up by Benkendorf. Sent back out near midfield. Nice job there by the left back to head it. Anson Miller to keep possession. Now it's Schmidt. Notterman gets there first. Nice great anticipation. But dispossessed and back to the middle. And now the center back with it for Indianola. And they'll try the near side, and this one's going to creep towards the corner. May will keep it in. Now May takes a touch forward and looks to send it long out near midfield. And no foul given. Thought maybe Angus was going to get whistled for one there, and that ball out of bounds. And DCG will keep it. May will come up from the right back spot to make the throw. Nice flick on there by Angus. Modernock trying to get there. Modernock shielded by the defender. Now he's looking for an option, and
Ball's staying
the
in.
ball never went out.
What we got going on? I don't think it ever went out.
Here's a quick throw, though, by Indianola. Modernock wins it right back, though.
Nicely done.
To the foot of Angus. Now here's Every. Takes a touch forward. Islamovich. Good footwork there to keep it. Now sends it wide for Modernock. Collin looks to drive it. Now tried to find Jackson, who was just kind of stepped in front of the play there. Like to see him stay more central. Here's Angus up front for Almeen. Tried to make the turn there, but couldn't quite beat the defender, Schmidt. Here's Noderman again stepping in front of one.
Nice step.
Ball headed out. Noderman chests it down. Tries to play it outside for Fuller. Fuller to the foot of Every. Every takes a touch forward. It's Angus back to Every. I like to see AJ just turn and go there.
I think he'd catch everybody off guard.
May sends a good ball in. And that one kind of
there we go.
Shanked clearance there, and Jackson has it on his foot. He'll play it back for Noderman. Noderman over for Fuller. Fuller finds Every. Now Scholl back to Every. Over to Fuller on the far side. Fuller's going to send one in, but there's nobody there. Playing a cross in, but we don't have anybody forward to receive it. Saw a lot of that at the end of the second half. Scholl gets his first touch on it now. Left foot, sends it to Fuller. Fuller beats the defender with some nifty maneuvers there. Here's Almeen getting it forward for AJ Angus. AJ turns. He'll play it back for Noderman. Noderman with some space on the far side. Noderman will switch it over for May, but not too much real estate in the middle. Oh, Bankendorf, beautiful step.
Heady play by Chase.
Chase
Very
gets
heady
forward.
play.
Chase plays it out wide for Jackson, and he's offside.
Offsides on the Mustangs.
So Jackson just a step off there, and now they're trying to play quickly again. And the ball headed out, but right to an Indianola offensive player. Every wins it back in the midfield. Every finds Bankendorf. Bankendorf looks to play long. Modernock asking for it. Now Modernock does a great job using his body. Runs onto it. Modernock. Oh, nice cutback.
Yeah.
Could have been a foul maybe. Left foot across to Fuller. Fuller shanks the shot out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Indianola. I'd like to see another pass or two there. There's no reason to shoot from 25 out.
Yeah, I think we definitely had Indianola retreating there, and they weren't. Their defensive shape really wasn't in the best of spots, so I think we could have connected a couple more passes.
Oh, great job by Every. Every on the move forward. Every tries to find Modernock. Modernock trying to run onto it. Gets there off the. That could have been a handball. That was a handball in the box, too. That would have been a penalty. It was off the arm of the Indianola defender. Scholl does well to chest it down now into the middle. Nathan Scholl on the run. Scholl, a little through ball, was looking for Fuller. Jackson got in the way. Fuller tries to get it into the box, crosses it in, and it's cleared out, and I think we're going to have a corner. We are. And DCG will have their their first corner here in the second half, about 6.5 minutes in.
Coming up to the Mustangs on the far side.
Well, DCG leads this one 1-0, but not a comfortable 1-0.
By no means.
It never is a comfortable 1-0 in a winner-go-home scenario. And there's ball just kind of rolling around at the 6-yard line and nobody able to get there. So Indianola will play it out of the back here. Ball sent up towards midfield. And Fuller not able to get there. What are they going to say? A throw for Indianola. Well, some of your final winners tonight. Looks like Liberty has knocked off Clear Creek Amana 7-0. Carlisle a 2-0 win over Washington. Hoover, like we said earlier, here tonight with a 6-0 win over West Marshall. Pella 6-1 victory over Cedar Rapids, Washington. North Scott advances to their sub-state final with a 10-0 win. Here's Bankendorf. Jackson. Bankendorf stays forward. Now Chase. Little flick on now for Fuller. Fuller takes a touch. Beats the defender. Now it's Jackson. Jackson sends it across and out of bounds. Ben's been pretty quiet tonight. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities.
They've been tracking him and
marking him all over the field.
And we really haven't found him in dangerous spots either. We've got a couple safe passes to him, but not much that he could do with it.
A little pressure applied by Angus. Oh, there's a stumble, and now it's Jackson with it. Jackson's
nice
got it
move
on his left foot. Shot by Jackson. I said he was quiet, but he's not anymore.
Yes. Just jumped on that opportunity right there.
Just a mishandled ball in the back, and you cannot do that with a quality player like Jackson just lurking.
Yeah.
Takes a touch, beats the defender, left foot shot right past the keeper for the goal.
Just well done. It was a nice little nifty move to get past that first defender there when the ball did fall to his foot there.
And I think the defender was caught off guard. He wasn't anticipating Jackson to get the ball there.
Yeah.
That's just a place on the field. You cannot make that mistake.
Great finish.
So now that uncomfortable 1-0 lead has now become 2-0, and a little probably sigh of relief to some extent for the Mustang fans. Is
definitely a little momentum here.
And here's a ball in the middle of the field, dangerous spot. A lot of Mustang defenders there, and it's Mendias to come up and make the, I wouldn't say a save, but he'll gather it in, pick it up. Mendias now rolls it out. Notterman.
I like that play. Early in the season, he was booting it. He's becoming more and more comfortable with every game back there.
Here's Fuller on the run. Takes a long touch, but this ball deflected out of bounds. And a quick throw in, and Angus heading down towards the corner. Angus takes a touch. Angus into the box. Left-footed cross. Sent over to Modernock. He couldn't quite get to it. Now runs it down on the near sideline. Modernock's going to cross it in. On the ground, right foot. Deflected away. May comes up to take it. May's going to hit a rocket. That's going to sail wide right of the post. But just a little more energy here the last 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, a little more pep in the step for sure.
And now if you're Indianola in a win-or-go-home situation, you're going to have to start taking some chances, and that's going to leave you susceptible to counters. I think the goal for them was to keep this a 0-0 or a 1-0 game as long as they could, and then maybe get something done in that final 15. This ball sent forward. May comes up to defend, and there's Jack Every, who's seemingly won about 20 balls in the midfield today. Benkendorf sends it back for May. May tries to play it through the defender. Just play Mendias here if you're Chase. Instead, he's going to take a touch forward and kicks it out of bounds. If I'm Mendias, I'm screaming at Chase there. I want the ball.
Yeah, the way we've kind of maintained possession, we could easily have switched fields there, and then we do not want to be losing the ball.
Chickering, his pass deflected away. Now the ball sent forward. Scholl heads it out of there. And there it's Jackson trying to run onto it. And what are they going to say? It's a DCG throw. And a substitution here. Try and get a number on the player. Now they're going to say an Indianola throw now. So Indianola with possession here. They'll work it around the back line. Oh, nice little poke away by Angus. Jackson with it for Notterman. Notterman plays it back for Angus. Angus turns, looks forward. He's got, beautiful touch here for Almeen. Can he finish? Almeen sends it just over the crossbar.
Would have loved to see him get that in there.
Absolutely. That was a nice, pretty pass. And Islamovic really used his body well to keep the defender away and got the first touch.
Gave himself a really good chance there.
So Indianola takes the goal kick, and the ball headed forward, but then sent back in. A little space here on the near side. A little heavy touch there by Indianola, but they're able to keep possession. Problem is they've got their forward Dax Klatt up front normally, but he had to retreat into the midfield there. They really didn't have any options forward. So Benkendorf will throw it back for May. And May gives it away. Oh, like that. Benkendorf's going to come out. He's just going to clear it away.
Yeah.
Chase is good enough to dribble out of that.
They were pressing.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
2-goal lead. So Indianola start trying to knock on the door here, get their first goal. Almin.
Nice stab.
Islamovic disrupting and cleared out of there by Connor May. So a deep throw again here for Indianola. Desperately looking to get back to within a goal here. 27 minutes to go, potentially in their season, and without evening things up 2-2. Here's Angus working for the ball, wins it. Now forward for Modernock. Can he get there before it goes out? Yes, takes a touch down the sideline. DCG on the move. DCG, Colin Modernock, the freshman. Modernock knocked off the ball. Physical play there, well defended.
It's a good defense by the Indianola player.
And
a good ball.
Down there for Klatt, and Bankendorf knocks it away. And a quick throw, but Scholl takes the first touch.
And
a miscommunication there between Scholl and Bankendorf.
We're too good to be getting that flustered over something that simple. So
Schmidt has it on his foot. Klatt, nice little cut back. And he sends it back to his back line, and Jackson was right there to take it. Here's a long ball played in for Angus. Angus running on to it, has it on his foot. Angus 1v2, but there's Jackson coming from behind.
He's got
Jackson
broken.
Crosses it over. Fuller just misses over the crossbar.
Nice sequence of play right there.
Beautiful sequence. And DCG just not able to finish for the 3-0 lead.
Great ball by Jackson to Fuller over there.
I mean, that's a goal 9 out of 10.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes you get a little too much adrenaline there. And, Fuller will like to have that one back, no question. But how about the pass?
Yeah, all the way up the field. That was nice. Well weighted.
Jackson spins out of pressure. Pretty pass there for Almin. Almin plays it off for Fuller. Fuller over to Noderman. Noderman has it deflected away. Now Noderman near the sideline. It's going to be a DCG throw. Yes. There's a whistle and a stoppage there. I'm not sure.
He was just trying to clarify who was getting the ball.
So a throw in for Fuller. Fuller back for Noderman. Noderman finds Every in the middle. Now they'll kind of reset to the back line with Bankendorf. DCG still has players forward with that 2-goal. Modernock, a nice little shifty fake there.
He's going to go straight
into the
goal.
penalty area. Here's Jackson. Jackson tries to make the turn. Still has it on his foot. It's Modernock. Drives it to the touchline and sent out of bounds. It's going to be a DCG throw.
Throw-in for the Mustangs.
Well, good action here in the second half for DCG. We've been kind of a second half team, it seems like.
It does feel that way.
Wesley Kabamba will come on, and Islamovic will take a quick break. 15 minutes in here to the second half. And the throw in for Wesley. Gets it on his foot and not able to keep it in.
I think that speaks to the depth of the team that the DCG boys have, because they can kind of keep coming in and still play at a high level, kind of wear out those teams that we've faced.
And it looks like the winner of this game is going to play the Lewis defending champions, Lewis Central. They were last up 5-2 at North Polk, or against North Polk. They're the higher seed in that one. Here's Wesley with it. Kabamba tries to go by the defender. It's deflected out of bounds. It'll be a throw for DCG. But Lewis Central in the first game of the season was defeated by this Indianola Indian team 1-0.
This is a sub-state bracket that whoever comes out of this is definitely going to have earned their spot into state for sure. It's a quality group of teams.
So it'll be a throw here for DCG. They lead it 2-0. Just a little over 23 minutes to play. Modernock. His touch a little heavy out of bounds, and another goal kick coming for Indianola. And they take a quick goal kick as DCG a little slow to get back. Connor May retreating. And
that's a push.
May was fouled from behind.
Free kick for the Mustangs.
And if you're Indianola, you've got to play aggressive, and maybe you don't get that foul, and you're off to the races.
Yeah,
so
I think that's one of those fouls. If he comes in shoulder to shoulder on the side and he takes that tumble and the ball still stays in, I think it's play on. But
there's a nice long kick into the danger area to the 18.
Good idea.
Just a little Fuller and Kabamba a step behind what could have been a real dangerous situation. Notterman does a good job to clear it away. Fuller heads it to the midfield, and Jackson's got space. Here comes Ben Jackson through to Fuller. Fuller's going to look to cross it in. Fuller does cross it in. Oh, well defended. Kabamba had a shot if that wasn't deflected away.
Yeah.
Every looks for a shot, and sprawling save there for the goalkeeper, Kilberg. And it's Indianola trying to come back the other way on a counter, but now they'll reset to the center back.
Game's definitely opening up. We might see another goal here.
Schmidt plays it to the near side midfielder. May heads it away. It'll be a throw for Indianola. 22 and change to go here. DCG leading at 2-0. Goals by Jackson and Angus. And here comes DCG. Maybe their best looking opportunity here in the second half. Chickering with some space, just a heavy touch, and poked away by the Mustangs. Now Indianola into the 18, and Mendias with a nice save.
Nice shot by number 18.
I think that's Aiden Keller.
Coming off his back line all the way up there.
Well, and to me, the best situations they've created is when Keller's coming forward off that back line. I mean, he is fast and strong and comfortable with the ball on his foot.
Yeah.
Here's Schmidt. Schmidt had it poked away but got it back. Schmidt to back line. Kabamba giving some chase there, but Indianola keeps possession. Indianola seems to have a little more sense of urgency. Oh, Angus wins it, but Colbert does well to at least get in the way of that counter. Now Modernock. Modernock, crafty maneuver. Wanted a foul. Chickering did well to kind of block him out of the play, and Indianola wins back possession. Here comes Keller again, just trying to get forward. You can tell he wants to be up in the action. Jacob Chickering plays it forward, gets it back, and May takes a foul.
That might be
could be a yellow.
I'm thinking that might be a yellow.
Timeout, and I think you're going to see a card come out here. We'll see. It might just be a stern talking to.
He definitely had.
He's trying to save the yellow by giving Jacob Chickering an embrace and helping him up.
Yeah.
See, I'm really a good guy.
Yeah.
Well, whatever he did worked. He wasn't given the yellow card, and we'll play on here, but pretty good opportunity for Indianola. Free kick down near their penalty area. Cole Burke will take it. Probably going to send something into that 6-yard area or far post.
They're loading up that far post for sure. It's a good ball.
Really good ball in, and a goal.
That's a good ball.
That is a fantastic ball.
Great ball by Cole.
Great finish.
Yeah. They loaded up that backside, and there it was.
And who was the goal?
I'm not for sure who came off. They sent most of their back line up, and
I think it was Chickering that scored the header. You don't have the luxury of replay. There was a crowd of people in it, but Burke's ball was perfection.
That was
to the back post.
Couldn't ask for a better ball right there.
So just like that, it's back to a 1-goal advantage for DCG, and the momentum back to the Indians. Benkendorf looks to send one forward and out of bounds. Well, DCG needs to find a little sense of urgency. They had they're very near a 3-0 lead, and then just like that, things have kind of got switched here momentum-wise. And Notterman gets a foot on it, but Indianola maintains possession. Indianola committing more players forward, too, with this 2-goal deficit, which is...
It opened up the game, but it was they've been definitely pressuring and moving forward with urgency, like you say.
Ball to the far side. Now Chickering with it on his foot. Indianola. DCG's now kind of dropped back, playing on their heels a little bit. Here's Schmidt with it. Forward it goes. Ball sent in towards the penalty area, cleared out of there by Every. And a shot coming. And now Jackson's going to run onto it, finds Modernock, see if DCG can counter. Long ball sent down near the corner. Keeper is out, but Wisley Kabamba will get there first. Wisley trying to get by the defender, but he's dispossessed immediately.
Well defended.
Modernock finds Kabamba.
Well, we got some space now. This is where I like to see us connect some passes now. That's the
Kabamba to May. May gives it right back. Every wins it. Modernock takes a good first touch. Kabamba trying to run onto it. Wisley can't get there. The keeper there to make the save. Kilberg. And the goalie makes the free kick out past midfield, and May's going to head this one forward. Ball takes a big hop. Jackson has it. Misjudged by the defender. Here's Ben Jackson with it. Jackson trying to create some, and a foul given, and a yellow card.
Okay.
And who is that? Number 11. That's going to be
number 17. It looks like
Jacob Kilburn. Well, I think it was 11 or 17 or 11. Let's get an announcement here.
17 walking off.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So a dangerous spot here. About 7 yards outside the 18-yard line. Who do we got? Angus lining this one up.
Coming in for the Indians, Mason Sickles.
So it'll be Angus here to line it up. Fuller also around the ball. It might be a decoy.
Yeah, he took that last one.
It is going to be Fuller. Left-footed shot is just left of the post. Good looking strike there by Brogan Fuller, and Indianola dodges a bullet. Well, under 18 minutes to go. Little flick on by Schmidt into the midfield. May takes a strong left foot to clear it out of there. Chickering has it on his foot. And Notterman gets to it first, over to Fuller. Good connection there, and now it's Jackson with it. Jackson looking to drive it past the defender, has it poked away. Jackson can't regain possession, but now all the way out near midfield, it's Scholl. Scholl's going to look for Modernock. Modernock takes a touch. Collin faces up with the defender. Modernock is going to send a cross in, and it's off the defender, and a corner kick coming here for the Mustangs.
Checking back into the game.
Well, it'll be Fuller with that left foot coming in to take the corner. Islamovic comes back on. Angus is going to get a break here. Doubt he's going to be off for more than 2 or 3 minutes. Here's Fuller. Sent in. Dangerous shot there, or spot.
Yeah.
And Wisley almost got up to get a head on it. And the ball into the middle of the field. Knocked away and won there by Almin. He sends one forward. Fuller is onside here, and Fuller tried to cross it in, and it was deflected for another DCG corner.
Okay. Well,
so time continues to tick away, and it feels like DCG is kind of calmed things back down after that flurry there by Indianola. That set piece from Burke to Chickering was a thing of beauty, though.
Yeah, that was a very nice ball. Well executed.
Perfect weight, height, and Chickering just a laser header into the back of the net. Here's a ball sent in. Jackson lets it go. May runs it down. Sent all the way back over for Modernock. Modernock gets by the defender, sends it down into the box on the ground, but poked away. Now it's Almin Islamovic. Battle for the ball. It's a scrum in there. Sent out wide. DCG comes away with it, and what are we going to have? I think we're going to have a foul and another pretty dangerous place.
Yeah.
This one more to the side. And do you bring Scholl forward to try and get a head on it? They will. The 6'5" center back. Let's see if he can get on the end of one of these. It looks like maybe Connor May taking it.
Free kick for the Mustangs.
So Connor May to take the free kick. Just past a little over 15 minutes left to go in this one. Indianola with all 10 field players back inside the penalty area.
Connor kind of naturally has that little up and down with the ball, so he should be able to put it in a good spot for.
Well, it doesn't have to be a missile here either. Just a little bit of touch. Try and feather one in there for Scholl or Kabamba. Hard shot off the crossbar. Great shot there by May. Right on target. Just a couple of inches away from the third goal for DCG.
A couple guys on there for the second ball, too.
And May sends another one in, but this one easily gathered in by the keeper, Kilberg. So we hit the 15-minute mark, and Mustangs nursing that 2-1 lead. This one sent out beyond midfield, but headed away by Scholl. Every there for the second touch. Now it's Modernock. Modernock drives it to the middle.
Good ball.
Plays it for Kabamba. Kabamba sends it wide for Fuller. Fuller to Modernock. Collin takes a touch away, gets back on his left foot, and there's a foul just outside the 18, and another free kick coming.
And those are, I mean, that's a foul. I mean, there's
no question.
I mean, he was on the ground, and
I mean, Collin is so crafty with the ball on his foot.
Yeah.
He's always like one step ahead of most defenders, knowing how they're going to try and win the ball.
Yeah.
And it was a yellow card issued. And I believe that's Eric Schmidt walking off with the yellow, so he won't be able to come back on until the 9:35 mark.
I don't know if I'd want to be on the other end of this one. I think Connor's coming out of his shoelaces on this.
Well, the problem is, can you get it back down under the crossbar from this distance? He's about 23 yards out.
Sometimes that line, sometimes that will jump. Maybe he drives one right underneath it.
Low, just inside the far post maybe.
Yeah, just keep it
Keeper's
low.
giving away a little bit of that far post. Here comes the free kick. It is low, and it is through the wall and into the net.
Yes.
Connor May, the senior.
Nice.
Goal number 3.
A lot of times that wall will jump a little bit. He just drove it right underneath him. What a headsy shot.
Beautiful. Yeah, don't mess with the crossbar. Just drive it right through the wall. I couldn't tell if it went underneath the wall on the jump or just through the wall with a little opening.
That is a big goal right there.
Connor May with one of the biggest, if not the biggest goal of his career there to give DCG a 2-goal lead with 14:32 to go. Well, DCG needs to quit celebrating and get back to work here.
I think I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Long ball coming in. Mendia's going to be there to make the easy save. So Mendias with it, taking a little bit of time in the back. Now he'll punt the ball forward out to midfield. First touch taken by Indianola. And this one sent out wide. Kept in, but back to Notterman. Now Fuller with it. Fuller tries to send it forward. It was deflected, but he gets it right back. Now Fuller into the middle for Every. There we go. It's over to Connor May with a little space. May plays it off for Scholl. DCG a little possession, and now Scholl will push it forward. And he's going to try and find Kabamba. Couldn't find it, but there's Almin controlling it. Flicks it. Oh, that would have been a great
nice
little through ball. But now Modernock with all kinds of space. He'll rip it from distance over the crossbar. Modernock, just a little strong.
Good looking shot.
Shot by number 5, Modernock.
And right now, Indianola back on their heels here a little bit.
And DCG sensing it.
Checking back in for the Mustangs, number 3.
Well, I like the fact that they've stayed aggressive here and
most definitely
pushed the ball forward. You had Scholl kind of from that, when he pushes the ball forward from that center back spot, similar to Keller for Indianola, there's an extra player there, and he's...
Well, it takes one of the other midfielders to commit to him, and at that point it opens up some lanes.
Yep. So here's ball sent back. Modernock giving chase. Now May has stepped up from that right back spot. That makes DCG a little vulnerable. And Indianola, well done there by Scholl to win it back, and he clears it out of there, but it's Chickering controlling it. He's had a nice game for Indianola.
Most definitely.
And this ball sent long. Notterman looking to shield here, and does well enough to earn the goal kick here for DCG.
Goal kick for the Mustangs.
So Schmidt still on the bench with that yellow card. I think 9:35 is when he'll be allowed to check back in.
Did they sit 4 minutes, is that? Or
I think it's 5.
5 minutes.
I'm not 100% on that, but I think it used to be 10 and they maybe went to 5. And here's Indianola with players forward.
Nice little touch by.
And one away by Chase. And now maybe counter time here.
Oh, look at this.
Playing Jackson down line.
Good ball by
Jackson
Colin.
has it on his foot. He's going to look to cut it back. Beautiful first touch by Jackson. Gets to the middle of the field. And he tried to send it out for Fuller. Deflected away. Fuller gets it back, though. Now Every's forward. Every had it taken away. Sandwiched by Indianola defenders. Now Keller looks to play long. Noterman calmly chests it down. Noterman with some space. Into the middle for Angus. Angus makes the turn. Finds Modernock. This has been a good combination. Now to Jackson. Jackson rips a shot. Deflected, still in the 18-yard area. Modernock's going to send it wide to the far sideline. I think Fuller's going to run it down. He does. Plays it back now for Noterman, who stepped up. And the ball sent into the middle, but behind Angus. And here comes Bankendorf to step up. Ball sent into the 6-yard area, but a pretty easy catch there for the keeper.
The main thing, just clearing that out of there.
Yeah, this one punted away. Noterman comes up, heads it to the middle of the field. Indianola able to win it, but there's Modernock. Gets it back. Now Angus trying to run onto it. Indianola wins it back. Ball sent down. And not the spot to clear there. But Scholl gets away with it as May came over for support.
I'd like to see that go wide, or just one touch back to the keeper.
Yeah, just tap it back to Jaden and let him clear it.
That's
not sure if Mendias. Usually the keeper has to ask for that one.
Yeah.
We're too far away to know if that happened, but here's an easy ball for Mendias to handle. And we hit the 10-minute mark. It's a 3-1 lead here for DCG. Mendias will punt it away beyond midfield. Good first touch. Over to Cole Burke. Burke, a little sloppy with the left-footed pass. Every, he gives it away, and Dax Klatt with it. And they'll have to play it back, but Jackson, great use of the body there, and Ben's going to take him on 1v3. Jackson has him in retreat.
Colin.
Oh, beautiful ball. He sees him. Fuller there. Fuller sends it across. Oh, it's just missed there. It was Islamovic, I think, on the run.
Yeah, he
tried a sliding touch that would have just needed to be tapped in.
Yeah.
Fuller with a beautiful pass. So Modernock's going to come off, and they're going to get Kessler on, and Kabamba's back on. Ball sent forward. Every good first touch. Every finds Jackson. Jackson sends it over to Kabamba. Kabamba had it poked away, but gets back to it. Now the ball out to Noterman, and Noterman's going to win it back near midfield. His pass deflected away. Left-footed pass to Kabamba. His first touch a little heavy. Whistler, though, hustles back to win it. And it's going to be deflected out for a DCG throw. Everybody just kind of takes a deep breath here. 8:30 to play. DCG trying to advance to take on Lewis Central on Wednesday night. Ball sent close to midfield, but Bankendorf kind of there all alone. Chase is going to play a ball, trying to find Kessler. Islamovic, though, comes up to win it. Here's Kessler near the 18. Kessler sends one in left-footed. Headed away there by the Indianola center back.
There we go.
And that ball taken back by Angus. Angus will play it back for May. DCG content to possess here a little bit. Kessler drives it forward. Now a little pullback by Kessler. Gets it on his left foot. Off for Every. Every plays Scholl. Back to Every in the middle. Every, nice little touch pass. Shot coming and just wide.
I'd like to see
Islamovic.
Nice shot.
He's had a couple chances.
Yeah.
He's knocking on the door.
That was a great look and a good spot for that.
Here comes Eric Schmidt now back off that yellow. And DCG, or Indianola rather, looks to play quickly. Ball tapped back to the keeper. He's going to have to send it back near midfield, but Every's right there. No one around him in the midfield. Now finally.
That's what, that's that nice pressure. When you pressure that keeper like that, he has to rush a kick. That's usually leads to a.
Scholl has it poked away, but he gets it back. And he'll clear it away. But again, Mendia standing there all alone, 20 yards away. Just play your keeper. Here's Indianola with it. 6:40 to go. Chase comes trying to clear it out, but the ball kind of popped up on him. This one finds Islamovic. Nice pass there by Almeen, and now Jackson again on the run. Jackson with a pass for Kessler, and he's
Kessler was
offside.
5 yards offside.
It's just not a.
Boy, I tell you what, between Colin and I'd like to see those two juggle the ball next to one another.
Yeah. Well, Colin's a master ball handler. Great job. Now Jackson's going to send it wide for Kabamba, but it was way behind him, so he's trying to retreat back to it. Able to get there. Give him credit. Noderman, little cut move. Finds Whistly. Whistly tries to beat the defender. Whistly has it taken away, but again, it's Noderman. And a little slide tackle there. Noderman has it poked away and out of bounds for an Indianola throw. I think Noderman lost a boot, so he'll take a second. He'll stop the clock and allow Noderman to put his shoe back on, and we're back underway. Well, time running out here for the Indians. They're going to need to come up with a goal here quickly to have a couple minutes to try and find the equalizer. Good spot there, but poked away by May. Now it's Schmidt through the middle. Schmidt had it poked away, well defended there, and Indianola has players forward if DCG wants to go. Here's Kabamba taking a touch down the far side. Whistly shoulder to shoulder with the defender. Now Kabamba near the corner, off his heel. And they're going to have a foul, I believe, on Kabamba. Under 5 to go here. Winner takes on Lewis Central in a sub-state final matchup on Wednesday night. I'm not 100% certain where that game will take place. I don't know if anybody knows yet with the referee issue that they're dealing with. DCG's the overall #1 ranked team in that poll, so I would assume
they'd be able to host a couple games.
Good little turn there by Kabamba. Now it's Angus. Angus had it poked away from behind. AJ, though, back on the ball. And it's going to be a foul given there by Angus. And he's given a yellow for insubordination, I think. So his night is done. Angus will come off and.
This is. Oh, no, it's Brooke. I thought it might have been Owen Hope. It looks like.
It's Fuller.
Okay.
So I think they're going to put Fuller in the middle on the top of the formation there. And Kabamba's header goes the wrong direction. Indianola sends one out wide. May is there. May's going to send it down line. And it's going to trickle out of bounds. So a throw in for Indianola. Over to the far side of the field, but really Kabamba the only one home there.
Yeah. Good
Here's
ball.
a ball for Jackson.
He's got two in the middle.
Jackson goes by the defender, left-footed shot, coming in, a goal! Ben Jackson, goal #2 on the night. And very likely the nail in the coffin.
Most definitely. Nice finish by Ben.
3:31 to go, and Jackson, the left-footed finish.
He could have picked his poison there. They had two nice runners there, and kept the defense honest on him a little bit, and he just buried that in the back of the net.
Kind of a carbon copy of his first goal.
Yeah.
Just got just by the shoulder of the center back and left-footed shot across the face of the keeper.
Those are nice finishes from one side of the goal all the way to the other.
He makes it look easy.
Yeah, those are not.
Here comes a substitution for DCG. Jackson's going to get a well-earned break, the final 3:31.
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 2, Hudson Heiderkamp.
Heigerken, the freshman, out there, seeing a little action. Here's Kabamba. Sends it down for Heigerken. He runs it down on the far side. Heigerken trying to connect with Fuller. Poked out of bounds. They say it's an Indianola throw. Well, 3 second-half goals here by the Mustangs, 1 for the Indians.
All of them exciting.
Absolutely.
Got our money's worth in this second half.
Ball sent over to the center back. Indianola trying to find something to build through, but they give it away again. And the ball just knocked away there. Fuller would have had an opportunity.
Yeah.
Indianola working forward here. And here's some space. Indianola into the penalty area. And the ball poked away. And
pinball down there.
Almeen does well to get it over to May, and May's clearance deflected, so it'll be a throw for DCG. And they stopped the clock, just didn't want to see time wasted here. But with 2:15 and a 3-goal deficit, it's going to be pretty difficult here for Indianola. They came ready to play, though. 5-0 win for DCG earlier in the year, but it wasn't looking great for DCG with the 2-1 lead and momentum on the side of Indianola not that long ago. And Kessler kept it alive. Kessler now trying to find his center midfielder. Here's Fuller now. Fuller runs into a defensive player. Almeen trying to win it back. Now it's Heigerken. Ooh, that looked like a pretty good tackle. Minute 30 to play. Well, sub-state final will feature the defending state champions in 2A last year, Lewis Central, against the DCG Mustangs, who entered postseason ranked number 1, so it should be a heck of a matchup between those two teams. Almeen
nice.
Does well to send it down near the sideline, and you see the body language on a lot of these guys, kind of knowing what the fate of this game is. Into the midfield. Long ball sent in. Notterman chests it down.
Boy, he's
finds Kabamba.
He's had a nice game tonight.
He's had a nice season.
Most definitely.
Here's Heigerken running onto one. Can he get in the scoring column? Hudson Heigerken cuts it back to the middle.
I like it.
Now it's Every. Every sends it wide. Kessler. He'll shoot it from outside the 18. Sails a little wide and high. And there's 20 seconds to play.
He only had 3 seconds last game to get that one in the back of the net.
Yeah, that's right. He did score in the final 10.
So he rushed this one.
And this one going to sail all the way back to the keeper. Chase plays Mendias, and Mendias will just try and clear it out of there. May sends it down, and that's the final horn.
Nice job, boys.
Nice round of applause from what really has been a nice, biggest crowd of the year by far here to take in some DCG boys soccer. And the Mustangs don't disappoint. They advance to the sub-state final to face Lewis Central. And the season comes to an end for Indianola. The Indians put up a valiant effort.
Yeah.
And you knew they would. I mean, I thought the 5-0 deficit the first time around maybe wasn't quite as indicative of these two teams in terms of matchups, but DCG proves to be the better team again tonight, and they win it 4-1 to advance to the sub-state final. That'll do it here. We'll be back here on Wednesday night. We've got a sponsor in tow, and we'll be back for the sub-state final to bring you DCG versus Lewis Central. So look for a game time on that, and we'll be back here broadcasting I believe, well, that tells you where the game is. If we're broadcasting, that means it's right here at DCG Stadium.
7 o'clock.
So it'd probably be a 7 or a 7:30 start, depending on if there's a game prior to that one. But just check your local listings, and we'll be to bring an old term back. We'll be back for that sub-state final. We'll bring it to you, Lewis Central and DCG. Final score here for the final time at Mustang Stadium. It's 4-1 DCG knocking off Indianola in a sub-state semi. Have a great night, everyone.